Okay. Do you see and hear me now? Do you see and hear me now? Hearts, can you let me know if you see and hear me now? Oh, fabulous. Okay, fabulous. Okay, thanks for leaving a like on the way out. I have no idea. There's an extra step with StreamYard. And it says I'm live and all that, yet it showed a black screen, you know? It showed a black screen, and yeah, there is a 19-second delay between StreamYard and YouTube. So it's possible I'm getting your chats, but there is a lag on your end. Okay. 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 Unfortunately, nobody else is in here now. Okay. For those of you who are new here, I only have one viewer now, but anyways. Okay. We'll wait a few minutes. Wait a few minutes. Okay. Is there still a lag at your end, Hearts? Okay, good. Okay. Oh geez. Oh, hi, Shell. I hope you had a great day today. Hey, Shell. Okay, okay, so we got a couple of people. Yay. Okay. Geez, I had no idea Nicole was going on tonight, honestly. And scheduling this at the same time as Nicole, not always bright. Okay, because I share Hearts, as you know, I share a similar audience. I share pretty much the same viewers, right? But we'll try and make do. There's a couple of things that were on my mind as of late. The first one I'm going to talk about, there is an update regarding the filmmaker Connor Luke Simpson and TJ Films from the film Fat-Topia. I will be talking about that. Oh dear, Sheldon, sorry to hear that. Okay. You still getting a lag, Hearts? Okay. So anyways, as I was saying, this is as I was saying, yeah, so I'm going to talk more about that later in the live stream, the development of Fat-Topia. I'll talk more about that. But first, that has been on my mind the past few days. Hearts, maybe you caught wind of it, and whoever else may be watching, is the young Danielle Cohn. As it turned out, there was lying about her age. Turns out she's only 13, with a boyfriend that's almost 10 years older than her. I mean, what kind of sick fuck dates a 13-year-old? Seriously. And the mother who moved the kid away from her father and is basically using her daughter and her daughter's social media clout as a cash cow. So yeah, there is some child exploitation going on. Okay, yeah, great, Sheldon. So, so this poor kid, she needs to get off YouTube. She needs to get off social media. But the mother isn't pulling her out. And it leads me to wonder, I know YouTube is starting to change certain things regarding kids' content and that. But according to a letter I had from vidIQ, personally, I think, particularly in the case of content creation, YouTube should be restricted to 18 and up. I know radical, maybe I'm talking pro-censorship, but given the Danielle Cohn story, and she is not the only one. If anyone remembers, there was this, what was that channel called again? father with 5 kids. And basically he was pulling pranks on the kids on camera that bordered on abusive. And I think it was 5 boys, 5 kids anyway. And I mean, if there was ever a time for child exploitation, that was it there. And yes, I do question people who put their kids on their stream, YouTube in particular, because YouTube is a job, right? There are people with channels who do make money. And if they're using their kids as content to make money, the kids are being used as a cash cow. And I often wonder, I mean, no, I know in the dashboard, but when we're uploading a video, there is a question that asks if any minors appear in the video. I don't know what happens if you answer yes. In my case, there's never been any minors, as you know, appearing in my video, and there never will be. If there's one thing, like a lot of uncertainties in the future of my channel, but if there's one thing I am dead certain about, is there will never ever be any minors on my channel. And I don't think there should be. And depending on the child labor laws, and I would think that YouTube would be, you have to follow. Yeah, she is. She was supposed to, yeah, but she's only, she's only 13, and it turned out. I think there was a fake pregnancy scandal there. Someone faked her pregnancy, a whole bunch of other crap. Smokey Glow did a great video on that. You can take a look at her channel, and she talked about that in length. Hannah, I think her name is, who runs Smokey Glow. She is doing a master's degree right now in social work and has ambitions to work with children's rights, I believe, or to combat child exploitation. Yeah, they do. You know, they do. And this is why I don't like it. I mean, I watch a lot of YouTubers who are parents, and they talk about how they have children. Like, for instance, on the vegan community, there are a few who talk about what they feed their kid in a day, but never do I see the kids on screen. Okay. And that's the way I like it. And there are some who say, and they tell why, they make it a point to never put their kids on camera on their channels. And I think they have the right way. This Danielle Cohn sounds like a high risk, kind of reminds you of child stars, you know, child stars. How they turn out all screwed up, and the parents who are managing them end up taking their money and all that. I think laws have changed since those days. But what YouTube, on the other hand, what are they doing? Let's say the content creator, the channel is owned, or it says it's owned by a minor, for instance. Who's getting the money? More than likely the parents or the guardian. And are the parents or the guardians being wise? Are they acting ethically on behalf of the child? Or are they taking their cut and using the kids as a meal ticket? Yeah, I love Smokey Glow too. Yeah, and it is a mess with Danielle. I mean, Faith, a nosy housefrau, also Carrie over at Nosy Housefrau, also talked about it at length. This kid needs to be off YouTube. Now, yes, it'll be a challenge, and more so, I think, you know, like them. I think Danielle should go back to her dad. You know, I really think Danielle should go back to her father. And yeah, she needs to be taken off YouTube, taken off Instagram, all of that. And yeah, I'm sure it won't be pretty because the girl has never heard the word no. I mean, I was trying to decide what kind of a thumbnail to do. So I'm searching and I'm Googling free images, right? Or image stock. And I decided against putting Danielle, a picture of Danielle's face on my thumbnail. Why? Because I couldn't find one where she wasn't being dressed in a highly sexualized manner. Like they're wearing the crop tops and the Daisy Dukes. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to put a thumbnail on that. Thanks, hearts. I appreciate it. So like I said, I'm not going to, that's why I decided against putting a picture in the thumbnail of Danielle, because I couldn't find one where she wasn't dressed appropriately. I mean, yes, it can be argued also. I mean, The pageant circuit, for instance, children who are entered, they are highly sexualized too. But that's another discussion for another day. But I will say this on the record. I think these baby pageants, especially as they are, should be banned as well. Because I also believe that's child exploitation. You know, and I've seen documentaries that were so terrible, like a grandma needs a new car, baby. Grandma needs a new car. Like, he's saying that out loud on camera. Imagine that. So it's like these people have no shame. But yeah, like I said, but maybe another time, another video, the whole pageant thing, but it mirrors my views. I think they should be banned, just like I think YouTube with content creation should be banned to 18. Now, I understand that is problematic to enforce. Like, how can you tell? You know, I mean, anybody can lie about their age when they log on, right? And I'm perfectly aware of that. I mean, I don't know what kind of security that porn sites have because I don't go to porn sites. I do not go to porn sites, so I don't know. But I don't know how they do it, you know, to keep it. And who knows, probably a lot of minors do slip through and end up watching these porn sites. But I think still it might be something on the way to something, on the way to restricting age. Oh, that was kind of, okay. Yeah, I see that. So back to what I was saying. Yeah, so we have, yeah, and that's why it sounds radical. The other thing, the reason not only do I think content creation, I'm wondering if we should have age discretion as well for those who view YouTube videos. I mean, a lot of us, it's not for nothing, a lot of us are getting, I mean, I've never been monetized to begin with because my channel has not hit the threshold of 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watch hours yet. But I do hear a lot of YouTubers are getting demonetized for what and then for everything. And you want to hear a kick in the ass? What was it, a few days ago? Carrie, the nosy housefrau on Twitter, apparently her live stream that she did regarding the whole Danielle Cohn mess and her mom, her video got demonetized. And she was asking, like, talk about, I don't know if it's a twist of irony, but talk about, so Danielle Cohn and her content, she's getting all the branding deals, which she shouldn't be having. And honestly, these companies that are using this kid need to be condemned in so many ways. But still, so they make money. But Carrie, the nosy housefrau, who goes on, does a live stream condemning the act for the same reasons I'm saying, that there's child exploitation going on, you know, and how she should be off social media and all that. She gets demonetized. Carrie, the nosy housefrau, gets demonetized. I mean, how the hell does that work? And then top matters off there. I mean, it's getting really stupid. And so you take me, for instance, I have wondered a lot about my videos. Should I voluntarily slap an age restriction on it? And I have done that with several videos. Right now, I've stopped doing it because, and someone has suggested to me that I stop doing that. And that if YouTube decides to come for me and start age restricting some of my videos, to just let it happen and I can ask for a review later. Because once you slap an age restriction on a video of yours, the algorithm doesn't work in the same way. It will not appear as much in search ranks, right? And so I've decided to stop doing that unless I'm talking about something that I know is particularly sensitive and that a potential teenager or kid could take it the wrong way. You know, like, for instance, a video I did a while back as to why I am refusing treatment these days, and I refuse to take medication for my mental health issues. Like, I'm refusing antidepressants, and I'm refusing anti-anxiety, and I'm refusing therapy. Excuse me. And I gave my reasons as to why. Okay. I gave my reasons as to why that I'm doing this. And in a video a few months back, okay, that I agree, probably should have an age restriction, because if a teenager comes to see it, I don't want them necessarily either going against their parents or their loved ones just by listening to me. I don't want to be responsible if a minor were to watch and they were to listen to what I say and then they would combat their parents or whatever. I don't want to be responsible for that kind of fallout. I'm only offering a point of view for people who are adults who are old enough to make their own decisions. So that video, I did slap an age restriction, and that will remain to this day. What's CV Singh? Supernova, hi. I didn't see you. Yeah, I heard about your accident, Supernova. I was so sorry to hear, and I hope you are recovering. I hope you are recovering. Oh. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Well, and I thank you for stopping by or staying for however long you can. I am leaving the stream up. You are okay? Hubby was in the car, not you. Okay, I hope your husband is recovering. I hope your husband is recovering, or you're getting the compensation from the insurance company, or I don't know how that works in the United States. Okay. Oh, I am so sorry to hear. My thoughts are with you and your husband at this time, Supernova. Yeah. Okay. I miss you too, Supernova. I hope you come to my next live stream. I am leaving the stream up, and I'll have it time-stamped because I'm talking about a few topics tonight, so I'll have it time-stamped in the description box once I jump off and I edit. Okay? So you'll be able to catch everything I'm talking about. Right now, we're doing Danielle Cohn. After that, we're going to talk about the update with Fat-Topia. Yeah, right now. So, well, not really Danielle Cohn, but I'm talking about maybe, how YouTube and maybe Instagram and other social media needs an overhaul to prevent child exploitation, to prevent what happened with Danielle Cohn. But as I mentioned earlier, like I said, there was this, I forget the name of the channel. I don't know if the channel exists. And I know this dude came back with other channels under different name, but it was this guy with 5 kids. I think the kids were all removed from his care, and rightfully so. But basically, the channel was pranks. He was pranking his kids, and the pranks really bordered on abusive, if not outright abuse. Okay, cool. Like I said, get some rest, Supernova. Thoughts are with you at this time. Yeah. Thoughts are with you at this time. Let's check something. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it's so we're dealing with, so it's not like I said, it's not the first time. And then there was somebody not on YouTube but more on Instagram. Anybody ever heard of Lil Tay? I think she was out of Brazil, an 11-year-old, another one who was exploited. And I think, I mean, yes, it's social media, it's the internet, it's hard to police. But it doesn't mean we don't stop trying, and I think maybe if somebody can come up with more secure ways, I think like I said, I don't know how secure porn, like for example, porn sites. I use porn sites as an example simply because that is, we all know, no exceptions, that is 18 and up to view and all that. So I don't, so I have no idea how they use it, but maybe YouTube or Instagram can do that. And back to what I was saying, like I said, the reason I think viewership should be 18 and up. You know, like I said, I'm not going to be age restricting any more of my videos unless I know it's a video that I know is sensitive topic, like the one where I said I discussed why I was refusing further treatment for mental health issues. Like I said, I don't want to be responsible for some kid if they follow me, you know? No. So let's see. So what say you? Anybody listening? Anybody in the, let me know in the chat. What do you think? Do you think it should be age? Do you think YouTube, Instagram, you think that it needs to do a better job of doing an age restriction? Do you think it needs to do a better job of age restriction? I don't know. What do you think? What say you? Like I said, I know it sounds radical and it's problematic to enforce, but I think they could at least make the effort. Like I realize Google AdSense might be making money off of this kind of content, but they shouldn't. And they make enough money anyway. They don't have to, you know. And honestly, I think, I'm not sure what child labor laws are in the United States. I think it varies from state to state. I think it varies from state to state. But yeah. So like I said, to prevent this for Danielle Cohn or the 5 kids of that nasty father, or even in the case of Lil Tay and Instagram, what have you. And let's face it, you know, there are many sick fucks out there. There are many sick fucks out there who have no issue with child exploitation. And it affects these children later on in life as well. So, yeah. But, you know, yeah, I think it needs to be age. Yeah. So, on to the next thing. I hope. Oh, I should have prepared my arguments better than that. So I hope, you know, people watching it afterwards will understand where I was coming from on this, why I think it should be age restricted. You know, partly I think us, the content creator, we should be free. You know, those of us adults, we have adult audiences. We want to, most of us, I think for the most part, we cater to adult audiences. We shouldn't have to worry. What is this? Hearts. I think it's up to parents to regulate, and they should try. They are getting away because social media is so new. Yeah, it's not that new. I would say, what is it, 15 years old? I mean, how long ago did Facebook start? And that was the one. Long beforehand, there was MySpace, which is now defunct. And yeah, no doubt the laws in many jurisdictions have not caught up with the technology of the times. No question, the laws have not kept up with the technology. But like I said, like in the case of Danielle Cohn, she is highly sexualized, and these brands, the people running these brands are handling the advertising, and it's like, how do these people freaking well sleep at night? No, seriously. And obviously, yes, parents should regulate, but unfortunately, in this day and age, a lot of households nowadays, the parents, you know, are often working 2 jobs, maybe not always around or having the time to monitor what their kids are doing. I mean, I know a lot of families that put the parental controls on the computers and stuff, but yeah. Well, here's the thing. TikTok is highly problematic. Okay, this is where Eric, aka Driven Industries, and I are going to disagree about. And I think he knows it. I mean, he uses it because he spreads his message of mental health and mental health awareness. And he has a huge following on TikTok. But I don't know. I wish he had another way of doing it, because TikTok, okay, it was, for those who don't know, it was derived from the company Musical.ly. and which I think was owned by Twitter, or the same owners as Twitter at the time. Now it's owned by some Chinese company. I forget the name of it. I did some research on it a while back because I had heard of the predators that were on it. And indeed, the app TikTok, like Musically before, it's marketed. Shoot, that was scary. It's marketed to kids. You understand? It's marketed to kids. You have apps that block apps and sites. It's very difficult. A lot of kids exchange pics online too, which opens a can of worms. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you, Hearts. That's another thing, kids sexting each other. And I don't need to tell you what kind of serious consequences occur after that. Like serious consequences. For instance, if you see the documentary that was on Instagram, I don't know if it's not on Instagram, Netflix. Sorry, Netflix. Mine not working. Yeah, Netflix. It was called Social Animals, where it featured the three kids. One, the daredevil photographer from New York, Hamza Diaz, and one girl from a rich family in Los Angeles whose parents, instead of pulling her back, they were actually encouraging her to become an Instagram model. And then the kid who went to the Christian school in the Midwest who almost took her own life because of what was happening to her on Instagram. Yeah. Yeah, and I know they do. They do. But anyways, back to TikTok. I mean, I think TikTok, this is why I personally, I wish, I can't tell him what to do, obviously. Eric Driven Industries is an adult, so I can't tell him what to do. But yeah, I mean, he says the app is not marketed to kids, but yeah, sorry, it is. It is marketed to kids. It specifically says, the company that owns it specifically says that TikTok is marketed to kids. It is specifically marketed to kids. So yeah, I remember going on, checking it out for myself, TikTok, and it was creepy. I mean, there was this old middle-aged guy. He called himself Uncle Bubblegum. Like that, the name in and of itself is not creepy, right? Totally creepy. And he was creepy the way he was creeping. He was creeping both boys and girls. It was disgusting. But even that, I think TikTok to date has been the worst when it comes to. It is the only company to have had a fine from the FCC, and it had a heavy fine from the FCC because it contravened the act. What's the act called about children's privacy? I forget the name of the exact act. Like I said, I live in Canada, not in the United States. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, but for one thing's for sure, I really hope that young Danielle Cohn, somebody has the guts to say no to her, pull the plug on her social media career, send this girl back to live with her father. The kid, before it's too late, this kid should be leading a normal life of attending school, and not being on camera in Daisy Dukes. So I think, yeah. And this mother needs to have consequences, seriously. Okay, so on to the next item. Like I said, there is a second item what we're going to talk about. If anyone remembers and recalls, I did a couple of videos. One was Alan Roberts, who, after seeing Fat-Topia, and he gave his positive, glowing review of it, he had challenged Alan Roberts of Every Damn Day Fitness. He wanted a challenge of a live on camera debate with somebody who on the pro fat acceptance side of things. And I did a couple of videos answering his call, but I never heard from him, even though it was easy. But those who have been keeping up, I did hear on Twitter from Connor Luke Simpson, the filmmaker, the guy who runs TJ Films, the filmmaker of Fat-Topia himself. It is quite sad, Heart's Love. It is, yeah. It is definitely quite sad. That's why I hope, I don't know, I hope somehow social services intervenes. Like I said, I'm not really privy other than I know and I've seen, from what I've seen, this kid is clearly being exploited. But like I said, other channels you can get to them, Faith, Carrie, the Nosy Housefrau, and Smoky Glow. They have great videos on the subject that you can watch if you want more of a background on it. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. Yeah, so I had heard on Twitter from Connor Luke Simpson and his friends himself, saying that they tried to get in touch with me on Instagram. Now, the problem is, for whatever reason, direct messaging me on Instagram, I'm not getting the notifications. Okay. And the other thing is, oddly enough, Instagram is not fully functional on the computer. You cannot use all of the functions of Instagram on a computer. You have to go to your phone, and direct messaging is one. So not only am I not getting notifications, I don't always use my phone because I don't like typing with my phone. Makes one think as a society of what people can get away with this and use this as an outlet. Yeah, very true, Shell. That is very true. Okay, so it looks like some of us want to continue talking about, yeah, that is very true. And I think we need to find a way. And I think companies like Google, for instance, who run YouTube, and Facebook, who owns Instagram, I believe Facebook owns Instagram. And I think I think more needs to be done, and I think there should be more of an effort. And I'm sure technically it is possible to restrict minors, because I think some of us would feel better, you know, if we could be assured we only had adults watching our content. Might feel better. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So yeah, Connor Luke Simpson on Twitter found me, and he said he messaged me on Instagram, except I never got the notifications. You can't see DMs on Instagram from your computer. You got to go to your phone. I don't like typing from my phone because I have trouble typing on my phone screen, and I don't get the notifications. So I had let them know that. So they're like days later in responding. They proposed a date for this Thursday. Finally, they got in touch with me through email, as I requested them to do. Connor Luke Simpson himself did not email me, but someone from his group did. I'm not going to say her name. They have been very respectful and polite and friendly toward me, so I'm going to return the favor by treating them that way. So I'm not going to show the email on screen even afterwards, and I'm not going to show the email on screen. But yeah, it looks like we've got ourselves a time agreed upon, Thursday at 3 p.m. This Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard, our time. That means 8 p.m. UK time, and the filmmaker is in the UK. He's going to have a podcast where we're going to be discussing Fat-Topia. We're going to be debating. It's going to be a converse. The way I understand, should this go off, assuming this goes off, because, you know, as they say, it ain't over till it's over type of thing, you know? So yeah, what's going to happen is Connor Luke Simpson does want to have a discussion with me on a podcast. I'm not sure if the podcast is going to be pre-recorded or it's going to be live. And I'm not sure of the terms. They did ask me for my Skype information. So obviously we're going to be communicating with each other through Skype. I did email them back my Skype information. And I did ask them a few questions about certain particulars and logistics, like whether it's going to be live, whether it's going to be pre-recorded. So it should be an interesting, I don't know what the link to the podcast will be, but I will provide that when the time comes. I may well, assuming they're okay with it, I may well record it if they're okay with it, record it for myself and probably upload it to my channel, or probably record it and then just put in the highlights and then re-upload it to my channel or whatever. I don't know. I haven't discussed that with them. Thank you, Shell. It's quite a feat, you know. I'm moving up in the world, some say. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. I got to tell you why, because I think it's no secret. I am taking I'm taking and have been taking an unpopular stance on this subject. But just because something is not popular doesn't mean it's wrong. Okay. And this is one of those cases, you know. And those who are claiming, you know, those who all claim I care about your health, you know, I care about their health, they're going to die and all that. I don't believe that to be true for a minute. I don't believe that to be true. And that is one thing I hope to be able to bring up in depending how the format of this conversational / debate is going to go. But I don't believe it's a concern for the health. It's more like you don't like the way it looks. And I'm not talking about Connor Luke Simpson in particular. Okay, I want to be clear. I'm not talking about him in particular. But I see, generally speaking, like those, for instance, who go comment on, let's say, Candy, aka Hungry Fat Chick's channel. Okay, her. They all claim to be concerned for her health, but I don't believe that for an instant. Some of them might be, but most believe no. No, they just want to shame her. Yeah, they just want to shame her. And this is where I want to bust that myth that if you cared so much, obesity is growing, it's killing all of us, it's making us sick and all that. Yeah, well, guess what? You know what else is on the rise and killing a lot of people? Again, I cannot speak for the UK. I have not checked out statistics on this. But in Canada and the United States, opioid addiction is on the rise. Okay, opioid addiction, it's on the rise. That is killing people left, right, and center. I don't, you know, and yet this doesn't get the type of attention that obesity and weight management gets. Not by a long shot. You know, not by a long shot. And I was told by a friend who does live in the UK, somebody from from one of the Discord servers I follow, she told me that alcohol, not necessarily alcoholism, but alcohol, period, alcohol abuse, alcohol-related injuries, alcohol-related illnesses, that too is on the rise. That's what she told me. And she did show me a few articles reflecting this. So you have in the UK with alcohol abuse, alcohol-related injuries, alcohol-related illnesses on the rise. Yet that doesn't get the attention that obesity seems to. The rising opioid addiction that is killing a lot of people, okay, here in Canada and the United States. Again, that is not getting the attention. Once again, it's all about obesity. So already I can punch holes in the logic of many that, no, I'm not buying you care about obesity because people die from it. You know, I'm not buying that argument. It's because, let's be honest, you people don't like it. You don't like the way it looks. We've been conditioned by society to believe that not only does it not look attractive, that not only is it not attractive, that people who are obese are lower quality people, particularly women. Overweight women are far more stigmatized than overweight men. You know, women are expected to be these petite, tiny, little skinny waifs. You heard that last week too about the UK, about the alcoholism? Yeah, well, I don't want to say alcoholism because according to the articles that were passed to me by my friend, it didn't say alcoholism specifically. It just said alcohol related. You know, so I guess anybody who goes on a weekend bender, for instance, you know, they get sick or they get injured, you know. I don't think I need to tell you the ways how those kind of things can happen. But it doesn't get the attention that it seems to be obesity. But like I said, statistically and whatever, society has now conditioned us that not only is it not attractive, and especially with women, it's not attractive. It's like we're seen as terrible people. Yeah, we're seen as people like serial killers, for instance. Yeah, that's how bad it is. So, with that kind of mindset, treating us like that, viewing us like that as bad people, what do you think is going to happen? They're not going to go on a diet just because you say so. And diets don't work anyway. It's $1 billion industry that preys on the desperation of people trying to fit in. And it's designed to fail, of course, because none of them are sustainable. None of them are sustainable. And 95 to 98% of those who lose weight from dieting gain it all back. And then some. There was a study done on candidates from The Biggest Loser. Was it in 2016? Anyways, yeah, there were candidates, because most of the candidates, including winners from The Biggest Loser, all gained the weight back. With the exception of maybe an odd few that I can count on my fingers, count on one hand. Yeah, they all gained weight. There have been lawsuits out from previous contestants. And the thing that nobody takes into account is all the medical conditions that can cause weight gain and prevent weight loss. And that's something that gets overlooked. And I think that needs to be more front and center. And I hope to be able to talk about that. Like, again, assuming this debate goes off on Thursday on this podcast, assuming it goes off, I would like to touch upon that. I would like to touch upon that more, because I am one such person who is about 3 medical conditions that do cause weight gain and prevent weight loss. I do have not one, but 3 medical conditions. So I think that's important to note. Oh gosh, it's quiet tonight, this live stream. Oh, I think everybody's still at Nicole's. Okay. So anyways, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So I hope to be able to talk about that. But like I said, we'll see how this goes. I think I like the idea better of debating Connor Luke Simpson than debating Alan Roberts of Every Damn Day Fitness. For one thing, Connor Luke Simpson doesn't talk 300 miles a minute. He talks more at a normal pace. Yeah, crash diets, they're all unhealthy. Yeah, I heard those same stories too. They were horrifying. I had heard from some of the trainers who had told them, because they were like suffering with hunger, because they were, because they weren't allowed to eat, that whatever program they were put on, they weren't allowed to eat. It was an 800 calorie a day diet, which alone is not sustainable. Okay, an 800 calorie a day diet is not sustainable, not in the long run either. And so of course you're going to be hungry, and you're going to, a lot of people, I don't know about you, but when I feel hungry, I feel like in my stomach, it's like, oh God, I got to have something to eat, because I'm feeling pain and all that. And sometimes nausea because I haven't had something to eat, and yeah, I know a lot of people, that's the other thing. A lot of people look at a fat person, especially a fat woman, and even if she's eating a salad, that gets condemned. Go figure. They won't be happy unless she's starving herself and feeling uncomfortable and pain. What's wrong with people? But yeah, so I know I'm taking an unpopular stance, but that doesn't mean it's the wrong stance. I know it's the right stance, because this popular stance, like I said, I think people are only comfortable with hating. I really think there are people who don't have motivation to get out of bed unless they are hating on something or someone. I hope so too, Hearts. I think it will. Like I said, in the email exchange I had, and it wasn't from Connor Luke Simpson himself, it was from somebody else from his group, or his filmmaking company, TJ Films. And she, like I said, I'm not giving any names out, but she was very friendly and respectful in her email. So very friendly, so I am responding to her in kind. And so I hope so. I mean, with Alan Roberts, no, I probably have to go all barrels blazing with him. Not just because he talks so bloody fast, but because he has an ego, And I'm pretty sure Alan Roberts, Every Damn Day Fitness, would have a habit of talking over people. Like someone like myself, for instance, he would be talking over me. Now, that's not to say I'm afraid to do a live debate with Alan Roberts, aka Every Damn Day Fitness. No. If he were to reach out to me one day and say he wants to do a live on-camera debate with me, yeah, I'm still game to do it. But I think Connor Luke Simpson, I think that might be a better debate because I think it will be more mature. I think it will be more civilized. Oh, keto is the new version of Atkins. Make no mistake. Keto is. Oh, the cookie diet, smart for life. I knew a few people I used to work with who were on that smart for life cookie diet. And well, I'm just going to go out and say it on camera because right now my head is too, it's just going to break my head if I have to find euphemisms. But they said that the smart for life cookie diet made them constipated big time. It's like if you're going to go on that diet, you might as well invest in a lot of prune juice and a lot of Dulcolax. Maybe take stock in Metamucil. Yeah, they said the diet constipated them. And that's another thing, a diet that makes you constipated, how are you supposed to lose weight that way, right? I mean, if you're full and, how are you supposed to lose weight? It can't be done, But yeah, the Atkins diet, I don't know if anybody knows, but Atkins himself was killed from his own diet. I should tell you something. He died from his own diet. Keto is not healthy anyway. Not in the long run. Keto is not healthy. And don't listen to Professor Tim Noakes of South Africa. But yeah, I am definitely hoping to have a lively discussion. Like I said, assuming this all goes off, okay? So far, all we have done is I've agreed to the time and the date for this debate to happen. I don't know what the link or what site it will happen at. I will provide that at the time as soon as I get the information. I will keep you all updated. It's too bad I don't have a community tab on my channel, but yeah, again, you got to have over 1,000 subscribers to get a community tab. There's a discussion tab for those who are under 1,000 subs, but does anybody use that or does anybody go to it? I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, it should be. So yeah, it should be interesting dealing with Connor Luke Simpson. Should be very interesting. There's one thing when I did, and I will link my video review of Fat-Topia for those who didn't watch it. I will link it in a pinned comment below when I jump off this stream. I will link it in a pinned comment. Okay. But yeah, if there's one thing now that I forgot to mention in my stream, my video review of Fat-Topia. Yeah, no, Michelle, you know not to do keto, even a vegan keto. Vegan keto is slightly better because it's plants and that at least has fiber in it. But even then, there are people who don't recommend that either. The vegan keto. But yeah, back to what I was saying. It should be interesting. A debate with Connor Luke Simpson on his podcast. Should be very interesting. But yeah, I hope to have many of my own followers, my own viewers and subscribers. I know it's 3 p.m. our time, so that means a lot of people who are unfortunately at work during that time. But those who are not at work, I hope you catch it, because it'd be nice if I had some moral support on my side. Seems like so many trends are cyclical, including diets. They have liquid dyes similar to Slim Fast. Oh yeah, Octavia was another one, huh? That's a diet. What was it? Amber Lynn didn't last on it, but more to the point, Peter Mon didn't last on that either. Peter Mon was trying to do Octavia. I don't think he's doing it anymore either. It proves to you that diet was not sustainable to begin with. It was never sustainable. And what's more, the company Octavia, it was a multi-level marketing. It was like a pyramid scheme. Yay, pyramid scheme, which is illegal in Canada, by the way. Okay, pyramid schemes are illegal in Canada. But yeah, Octavia, it was also it was also a pyramid scheme. But even Peter Mon is no longer on that diet. And as soon as I saw the diet, it's all processed crap. It was like shakes and granola bars and crap like that. Like, it's not sustainable. I'm sorry, it is just not sustainable. You have to run. You have to send your boss your air checks. Okay, well, I'm keeping this live stream short tonight anyway. I said I didn't want to go over an hour and a half. Thanks for stopping by, Shal. And I'll keep you up to date. Yeah. Okay. And like I said, I will have this video time-stamped, because there's a couple of different discussions, so you can jump on what you're more interested in hearing about. Always try to provide a great service to my viewers, you know, so they don't have to fumble around the video to see. So once I jump off and I get into the last edits of it, like I said, to add the timestamp. Yeah, Cheryl, like I said, I'm leaving it up, okay? Leaving it up. Okay. Okay. Now, that would be interesting. But it looks like it's going to be on Skype for openers. That's how we're going to communicate with each other. Because, like I said, they asked me for my Skype info. What else is coming up? Am I still going to do a birthday live stream? The answer is I'm not sure. I might be having a guest. And so I'll keep you up to date whether I'm going to be doing a birthday party live stream. My birthday is on Sunday the 29th, but it's possible I may not do it exactly on Sunday the 29th for a variety of reasons. I mean, I would like Sheldon to be in attendance, but it's a Jewish holiday for him. It's the first night of Rosh Hashanah, which is the Jewish New Year, and he's going to be celebrating and observing the holiday with his family. So he won't be able to come on. He won't be able to come on. And Hearts, I believe that you mentioned you were going to not be around. You were going to be on vacation. Thank you. Thank you, Hearts. So I'll keep you up to date about my for the birthday party live stream. It may not be on Sunday the 29th exactly, but it'll kind of be like a virtual birthday party, and I'll probably have it up on long, you know, for several hours. Do a little bit of unintended. It might be the marathon. That might be the night of the marathon live stream, actually. Why not? I'll call it something like, it's my virtual birthday party, and I'll cry if I dang well want to. Might call it that. You know? Yeah, I might well call it that. Hang on a sec. Do a little bit of unintended. It might be the marathon. Sorry about that. There is a 19-second delay between StreamYard and YouTube. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Hearts. Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure. And like I said, I might be having a guest at my a friend coming to visit me for my birthday. He told me he would come, but like I said, we have yet to hammer out those details. So depending like when he's coming and when he's leaving, for instance, I will plan the live stream then. But yeah, I definitely plan to do a virtual birthday party live stream, and it will be a marathon live stream, which will be going over for several hours. So people can drop in, drop by, drop out anytime they like it. I think it'll be funny. And like I said, yeah, it'll be titled like, it's my virtual birthday party, and I'll dang well cry if I want to. Yay! Okay, we'll see, Hearts Love. We'll see. But I will definitely keep you all updated on that as well. Yeah, I will most definitely keep you updated on that. So what else is happening? Yeah, what else is happening? I went to the Vegan Fest yesterday. Who knows? I might compile all the videos and pictures and do kind of like a return to my second channel, STFC Kitchen Mishaps. Put it all together. Mishmash it, put it all together. Wham, bam, kazam. And put it up on STFC Kitchen Mishaps. So I guess you'll get the note. Those of you who are subscribed to that, you'll get the notifications. You'll be notified if that and when it's up. Hearts. Yeah, I like your emojis there. I really like your emojis there. Definitely. Definitely. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Barring any natural disaster, I am looking forward to the podcast this Thursday, though. I am really looking forward to it. Was the food good? Some of it was good. Some of it was not. You know, a lot of taste samples, new products, existing products. I ended up spending a lot of money, but well worth it, because a lot of it they were selling cheaper than they would at retail, like in the health food stores or supermarkets. So I got a lot of decent specials, and I filled up my freezer. But yeah, a lot of good stuff. I learned of new establishments in and around Montreal. I learned of another vegan bakery. The only one I knew vegan bakery was Sophie Sucré in the Plateau area. But there's another one called Vanilla in the Southwest, and they're good too. So I'm going to go check them out. So, you know, it's a time for them to promote their stuff. Plus, there were workshops given, you know, cooking workshops, lectures about animal cruelty or what can we do to save the planet and stuff like that. So it was very interesting. And yes, somebody brought a pig. I swear to God, they brought a pig. It's on my Instagram and on my Facebook. I took a video. I had to. It was so cute. Somebody brought a pig, walked in a pig on a leash, okay? A leash and a little harness, okay? Like walking a dog, okay? Like walking a dog. And the pig behaved pretty much like a dog. The pig followed along on the leash, stayed close to its owner or whoever it was that was holding the leash. It was so cute. I thought it was so cute, you know? And I was thinking like the Palais des Congrès where it was carpeted, and this pig was like, okay, well, whoever's going to be cleaning up afterwards, the janitorial staff or whatever, they're not going to need to vacuum, because I swear to God, this pig was like a vacuum cleaner. Like it was eating everything, all this stuff that was up from the carpet. It was not going to need a vacuum cleaner anymore. But it was really something. It was cute. But it was cute. And it was behaving like a dog, and it wagged its tail and everything. So cute. Yeah. Yeah. So I thought it was cute. Oh, I didn't buy any cosmetics. I just bought food. Because, you know, I don't do makeup. Although one thing I've noticed, there are quite a few brands. One of them is called Be Kind, which is vegan and cruelty-free. And they have, you know, a considerable choice of palettes, you know, for vegans or just those who want to reduce, you know, their part in cruelty to animals. And you'd be surprised at the eyeshadow palettes they have, or the face stuff, the palettes that they have. You'd be amazed at what they have. Well, keep in mind, Jeffree Star's products are all vegan too, huh? Yeah, Jeffree Star. YouTubers have gotten pigs as pets. I think that's a bit of a trend in Hollywood. You know, Sheldon was in here before. Sheldon has a cousin who has a pig for a pet and has had that pig for many years. His name is Herbie. Yeah, I don't know if Sheldon is still listening in the background, but yeah, his cousin owns a pig. And they lived in Queens. Okay, they're living in Tennessee now because he retired, and his wife, because she works from home, she can work from anywhere. She can work online. So they ended up moving somewhere in Tennessee, but where I'm sure Herbie is a lot happier and he feels more at home. But yeah, they were living in Queens, New York, with the pet pig, and his name is Herbie. Yeah. But now it's becoming a trend to own a pig in Hollywood. I don't want to own a pig, I'll be honest with you. No, I can't even own a kitten or a puppy. I'm not in a position to care for them adequately. I follow Porcelain. She does cruelty-free, but I think it's vegan too, just not sure. J Star is CF and vegan, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Jeffree Star is cruelty-free and is vegan. He's not vegan himself, apparently, in the sense he does not lead the vegan lifestyle, but his products that he sells, all his makeup, all of Jeffree Star's cosmetics, they are all vegan and cruelty-free. It's just you need to take out a mortgage to buy any of it because it's very expensive. I find too rich for my blood. But anyways, I don't do makeup to begin with, and I don't want to do makeup. I believe skin should breathe. Skin needs to breathe. I find people, who put a ton of makeup on. It's like, oh my God, how does the skin breathe? And then they complain they have acne afterwards, Well, of course you do. You're not letting your skin breathe, But yeah, I was seeing, but no, Jeffree Star's products were not at the expo, but I did see a lot of other companies like Be Kind. And there was also, hygiene products like the soaps. There's like a soap bar for like that you use to wash your hair like a shampoo, only it's not. Bamboo handle toothbrushes, all kinds of stuff. And they were selling clothing that were vegan, not leather, no animal products used, like coats, for instance, with no real fur. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I did not buy any of the clothing because I thought it was too pricey. And I did not buy any of the cosmetics because I don't do makeup, but I bought mostly food. Yeah, but mostly food. Because food, we all need. We all need food, yeah. Can't survive without it. Yeah, and they had all that as well. But I was amazed at how many palettes there were that you can get and choices of palettes. I was amazed. Somebody who's into makeup, I'm sure, would have had fun at those kiosks or counters. I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, that is bamboo, hemp. Yep, very much so. Yep, very much so. Anyways, I'm going to cut this stream short because I said I didn't really want to be on for too long this evening. So I'm going to cut this stream short, and I'm going to wish you all a great evening. And like I said, this stream will be left up like all my other streams, and I'm going to, when I edit in the description box, I will have it timestamped because there are a few different topics, so you can jump on to whatever you want to hear. And I will leave the link to my video review of Fat-Topia in the description box. So if any of you who haven't seen it can catch it. And it might be fun if you did. If you plan to tune in on the proposed debate, the podcast between Connor Luke Simpson or the filmmakers or the film people from TJ Films and yours truly. So I'm not sure what my upload schedule is going to be this week. It's all up in the air for me. So, but yeah, I'm sure those of you who have notifications turned on, you'll see what I'm going to be doing if I'm doing anything this week. So I'll keep you all tuned in. So anyways, thank you, Hearts. Thank you, Sheldon. Thank you, Supernova, and everybody else who tuned in this fine evening. I'm going to leave you on that note. Updates to come. And take care of yourselves and each other. And I will see you in the next one. as they say, straight talk and fedora check over and out. Bye. Good night, everybody. You're all awesome. You all rock. Link the debate channel in the description. Yeah, I don't have that yet. The debate channel, I don't have that yet, Hearts. Like I said, as soon as I get a link, I will definitely find a way to get it out to everybody. I'll definitely find a way. But right now, I really don't know what the link is, or if it's even going to be on YouTube. For that matter, it might just well be a podcast where nobody sees us. I don't know. Yeah, especially if it's live. I don't even know if it's going to be live or pre-recorded. I have yet to hear. So good night, everybody. Good night, Hearts. You all rock. Take care of yourselves and each other. And like I said, this stream will be kept up. I will have my review of Fat-Topia linked in a pinned comment below, and I will have this in the description box. I will timestamp this video so you can jump to wherever you like. So bye for now, everybody. Take care of yourselves. See you in the next one.